Hello guys and welcome to this video. So maybe some of you missed this message from the devs. So basically they were inviting us to ask some question in the official Discord and they will be able to answer those questions. And if you missed that or don't have the time just to check, you know that Captain Taz is here for you and I made a sum up of the best questions but also the best answers. And that's what we are gonna see right now. And before we jump in, I also would like to thank everybody that gives a like to the question I asked. Because yes, I asked a question about allied culture, comfort and quality of life and they answered that. So yeah, thank you everybody for liking the post. Okay, so we are gonna start by my question, of course. So this is my post. I was actually asking if the allied culture events will be getting some quality of life improvements, just like in the Itaka model, you know, with 4 queues of production and 8 hours of production for the house. And basically the answer I've got, and they answered me, yes, we will have a look at allied culture events and evaluate how we can improve them. But as of now, we don't have a fully fleshed out plan that we can share. But rest assured, it's on our desk and we ourselves play those every week. So basically, this is definitely in our plan, but we don't have any like real information right now, and especially in the timing, you know. So yeah, they answered us. That's already really nice, but we don't really have much to sit on right now. I would say this like that. I'm gonna jump into one very interesting question, which is what is the most exciting thing about the future you are able to share? And they shared a very interesting thing, guys. So basically they shared 2 things, this kind of new aesthetic for the new age. I think this is the new age. As a developer for Hamburg, we have a very special era coming up soon. I think this is it. And we also have this craziness, guys. So the screenshots are like the quality is insanely bad. Sorry for my big head. So yeah, we have a lot of things. I don't know, some people are already talking about historic battle, but I feel like this is way more than just one historic battle. This looks like London. Am I wrong on this one? It looks like the Big Ben, you know? I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, a lot of things, a lot of new, very exciting stuff on this post, guys. About this, they are saying all just ideas so far, but we are mega hyped right now and enjoy every second we work on it. Very nice. Okay, guys, now we have a very crunchy question. The question is, how much money was I supposed to spend on Itaka? And they answered that. And honestly, so yeah, I'm not gonna review the question. That's all the question. And this is the answer we've got. I'm gonna read the answer, okay? In general, we design our filters and content so that with proper planning and preparation, the target rewards are achievable without spending any money. We missed that goal on our first run on Itaka. They approved that. They apologized and they gave us this Odysseus free token. Okay, but here comes the part where I'm a little bit worried. Getting to Odysseus at level 34 is challenging, as it should be. He is a legendary hero, but possible, even without spending any money. Okay, so for that we got some interesting responses. 34 on Itaka is intended as doable without spending any money or without spending any gems, because there is a difference. Accounting for gems for campaign, monthly reward, etc. seems disingenuous. I'm not sure about the signification of this word, but I think we all can understand. Saying that is doable without spending any gems at all. I would like to see a genuine proof, and I pretty much agree with that. None of our spreadsheet or greatest minds think that is remotely plausible. So that's a very, very good point that this guy is doing here. I also like this response. I very much believe this reply, especially the part claiming 34 is currently doable free to play, needs further explanation. This seems to completely contradict what the entire playbase believes. Either way, this is a very concerning answer. I'm totally agree with that. This is a little bit concerning, you know. But at least they got the honesty to respond to that. I'm not quite sure about that 34 doable without spending any money, but yes. After that, we got a very interesting question regarding, guys, this Naya 4-star. So we have been talking about this Naya 4-star a little bit on this channel, especially in the post section, you know. And this one is very clear. For now, Naya 4-star is a part of our new tutorial testing. Once we decide how to proceed with that, we will also make her available to everyone else in the game. Nice. Money or not money? This may take some time before it happens, but there is no strategy or intention to have paid only heroes. So basically they are saying that she's gonna be available and she's gonna be available for free. And that's all I wanted to know about Naya. We don't have any timing yet, but it's okay. We have the information and the confirmation we were waiting for, so that's really nice. We also got an interesting question for Atlantis. At least this is very interesting for me because right now the matchmaking we are in is very not balanced. We are facing like top 150 alliance and we are like top 450, so I really don't understand how they are playing this matchmaking. We are just being totally crushed by those kind of alliance, so there is no point in that. So I'm not gonna deep dive into all these answers, but actually you can pause and you can read if you want. I just wanted to display this so you can read. Another very interesting information, guys, is that we kind of have this new hero. And look at her. I mean, she's absolutely insane. I do love snakes. I already got pythons when I was younger. I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, I really do like this hero, and like the art is absolutely fabulous. I don't really know what she is gonna be right now. I feel like the manipulator, you know, I really don't know. But yeah, this is Marie Laveau. I checked on Google. It's someone who lived in the French Louisiana, you know, in the 19th century. Let's keep this girl in mind. Okay, guys, we have like a funny question here. Do you play the game? Someone just asked this to the devs. And honestly, I was pretty surprised by the answer. We got a guy from the team that is top 48 in PvP, you know, so that's pretty impressive. So yeah, that was just me sharing a fun fact here. Okay, next question. We got this question about, you know, the folios, the Tesla cores and the lanterns, which is the very high-end Ascension materials, you know. And basically they are saying that, yes, they notice that this is getting the more and more difficult to get. There is a lot of new heroes and a lot of new implementation in the game. And basically they are saying that this system have not been balancing the drop system, you know, how many we are able to drop of all of those Ascension material has not been balanced in a quite amount of time. So they are thinking about this. You can pause and read the full answer. But yeah, this is the main idea here. There is a question about the Elo rating calculation. You can read. I'm not gonna deep dive into this one. There is also a question about historic battles and, you know, how to refresh a little bit the incentives about the historic battle. We are just like farming this thing. We are just farming this thing like in autopilot. And they answered that yes, they completely agree, especially the events like, you know, Anubis and Odyssey are giving very strong stuff. So basically historic battle are losing a little bit of their beauty. And so that's why they are gonna start looking into like giving a fresh hair to that historic battle. So yeah, you can deep dive and read. Another question this time about equipment, and you know the fact that when we want to upgrade the equipment, the experience is pretty much like deceiving because we have a lot of fail. So devs are saying that they want to improve the user experience when leveling equipment. We also had discussed improving our historic battle content with more interesting equipment rewards and perhaps a smoother progression. We still need to get into the details and I think nothing is set yet, but we do plan to improve the whole equipment experience this year. So that's something quite interesting. If we have a new system to upgrade the equipment, that could be nice. We have a similar question here about equipment. So they say no plans on putting a fail limit for equipment. However, I can say that we have planned to improve the equipment system this year. They want to improve the user experience when leveling equipment. Yeah, okay, so basically this is the same answer. Okay, my bad. Okay, this is a nice one. This is talking about Einstein, and Einstein is everything in this game. You know, it's on the first cover, but this hero is pretty like I will don't say bad, but is not like very the Einstein we expect, you know. So basically they are saying that, and they say yes, they have been neglecting Einstein. We originally planned a much bigger role for him in our new player tutorial, and we're planning to rework him as part of that. When that didn't materialize, we shift priorities and lost sight of Einstein rework. Okay, we can understand that. They are working on a lot of stuff at the same time, so I genuinely believe this. I'll take this back to the team and see if we can find some time for him. Okay, basically, good answer. Okay, guys, and this is a very good question. This is about Tutankhamun, Nefertiti, Odysseus, and Circe, so the heroes that we can get during specific events. What about those? All previously available heroes will have their moment in the spotlight again sometime in the future. We currently don't have any plans to make heroes permanently unavailable. However, when and how this happens is usually part of our week-to-week and month-to-month planning. There is no fixed cadence or rule on how we bring these heroes back. This make me think about this anniversary coming up, you know, and some specific like event like this to get older and former heroes. I'm not understanding there is a kind of constant way to get those, but yeah, we'll see that in the future. 6-star heroes. No, that's a no, thank you. And that's pretty much it, guys, for this Q&A. Thanks to the devs for answering our question, all the question of the community. And thanks for giving us some like very crunchy information like this thing. I see you soon, bye-bye.